So let me first start off by introducing myself. I'm Sudershan Singh. I've been an IT professional for about 25 plus years, maybe a little more also. Once you cross a certain limit, then you don't count the number of years of experience. Worked in various capacities. Started off as a developer, worked as business analyst, worked as a DBA, worked as a project manager, and of recent, I've been working as a senior project manager with the provincial government in Ontario, and especially with a ministry that deals with a lot of personal data over here. So that's what my background. And off late, of course, I've been involved with some cybersecurity stuff. That now that I got introduced to CEH, and I started working into that arena also, and that's something I've always looked forward to working with. It just struck my interest a few years ago, and I started digging around, looking around for more information, gathering more information, and that's what I have been doing. So my current work that I do as a project manager, but in addition to that, there's a lot of cybersecurity stuff that we do because it's a provincial government. We deal with a lot of personal data and confidential data. So we have to ensure that we keep all of that secure. It deals with the citizens of Ontario. So that's what I've been doing. So when I got inspired by cybersecurity a few years ago, it actually started off with my nephew who was in university, and he had some courses there on cybersecurity. And my background being IT, he started asking me questions, and I'm going, okay, that's an arena I haven't been much exposed to. But I started doing a lot of research, trying to find out what it is, And then I said, hey, you know what? As you just mentioned, age has no limit for learning. Well, that caught me. I said, you know what? How about me doing something over there? So one, I could help him out, and secondly, of course, enhance my skill set and probably grow in life over here, grow in my career over here. So I started looking around, and what I saw about the CH program, it encompasses a lot of different areas. So starting right from the hacking phases, the different types of attacks, the malware attacks, the mobile attacks, the wireless attacks, IoT. It's got a lot of stuff in there, literally end to end everything. You don't have to be a master in all. You could pick one, you could pick two, you could pick three, you could pick all. It's all up to you. And so that's how it caught my attention. I liked it. I made inquiries, and boom, I went for it. That was it. So I go back to my first question where I told you a little bit about my background, my career, what I do right now. How did it benefit me? Simple, in 30 seconds or less, what I do as a project manager is I deliver solutions end to end for the provincial government. And as part of delivering the solution, we have one phase, like I said, because we got a lot of personal confidential information, we have not one phase, actually, we got a few tasks that we do. One of them is a privacy impact assessment on the data. The second thing is a threat risk assessment on the physical infrastructure or a virtual infrastructure. So we do a threat risk assessment, and the last step before any system goes live is a penetration testing. The privacy impact assessment, nah, not much interested in that, a little bit. But the TRA part of it, threat risk assessment, and the penetration test is something where I've been contributing a lot more, literally as soon as I started studying for my CH, because I started getting the knowledge and I started contributing. We used to hire a lot of external contractors because this is a short-term assignment. You call somebody in, you do the job, and you're out from there. Hey, now you got a full-time staff who can actually do it for you, still in-house. The knowledge stays in-house over here. And I started doing it for my projects, and guess what? Management came to me and said, hey, you know what? Can you do it for other projects too? Sure, why not? I can do it. They looked at my work, they loved it, and I've been enjoying doing it. I really enjoy doing it. So I'm sort of, getting away from that project management, typical project management lifestyle, and getting more into the hands-on type stuff. In the threat risk assessment, we go through every phase of the project. We look at all the architecture documentation. We see what are the external threats to the system, and that's what cyber criminals do. They poke around, they see holes, and that's when they attack. Well, we look at what those holes are, and before we can actually put it out in production, we close those holes. And finally, we do the penetration testing to ensure all the holes are closed. Well, that's it. So that's why, it has actually helped me a lot. And I really enjoy doing it. I just love it. I'll start off with the second part is the industry. It's starting to become a lot more recognized, especially if you look back in the last couple of years, just about 2 years or so. I'm starting off, yes, with the pandemic, where literally the entire world has been working online, including me. So it's starting to become a lot more recognized. There's people are looking for cybersecurity professionals, people who can come out, help close those holes and loopholes to keep their data secure. So it's starting to pick up a lot in the industry, and that sort of is reflecting back into my organization also. It's starting to pick up over there also. It was there, not to that extent, but now I guess everyone has realized. Government has realized, the multinationals have realized, even the small mom and pop shops. I mean, they operate websites. They don't want to be attacked. They don't want to lose money. They don't want to lose their data over there. It's confidential data. They don't want to lose it. So, starting to get recognized a lot more. And I like it. It's good. People should. It's something, it's important from an IT perspective, from a technology perspective. And yeah, that's what's happening over there. So one thing, I'm at a stage, career stage, at a stage in my career where money comes, money goes, money doesn't matter. But the last part, a job that I love to do is what is important to me right now. And yes, it certainly helped me. Like I just mentioned a few minutes ago, something that I like to do, got the push from inside me. I did it. I started doing something different at work. I love it. And that's what happened to me at work. The money, the promotion, yes, did happen. So yes, I did get a promotion. And of course, with the promotion, money comes in. Well, more money is always welcome. Who doesn't want money? But the best part I like is I love doing what I'm doing. And I'm doing something that I love to do. So that's what it is. So it's sort of going back again to some of my previous responses. How has that impacted me? I've started doing something different at work. I've started doing something I love to do. What I like about it is because I put my heart and soul into it, I'm getting good recognition. I'm doing an excellent job. That's what I've been told. Fine, you know what? I love it. I'm putting my heart and soul. I love it. So that's what I'm doing. So, and I've doing something besides doing something different. Besides loving to do it, I also like to share my knowledge about new skills. So I'm doing that also to a certain extent. So that's how CH has impacted me over there. It's a new arena for me, which I've stepped in the last few years, and it's taken me in a direction where I actually wanted to go. I'm thinking, why didn't I think about it more than a few years ago? But hey, I'm there right now. I'm doing it. I love it. So as I just mentioned, I love sharing knowledge. I love sharing in the information. I'll go back a few years, more than a few years, when I did my project management professional PMP certification. As a project manager, it was sort of something everyone was asking. I did it. And then what happened at work is we started having courses for internal staff. And I facilitated those. I got my certification. I'm knowledgeable. I did that. What am I doing right now? I'm doing exactly the same thing. At this time, I haven't started sharing. I mean, I'm sharing the knowledge at work, but I haven't started the formal training, sort of. But I'm doing a lot of it in my community, amongst my friends. The local school where my kids go to over there, what they do is they call people from different professions as the kids are graduating out from school, just so they get an idea of what professions are out there. So I've been over there, I've given talks to the kids over there, and a lot of them were interested. They started getting in touch with me. Hey, can you tell me some more? This is interesting. I'm graduating in 6 months. I want to get into this thing. How do I get into it? What do I do? Where do I do? This type of questions. But the local community, my friend circles, my social circles that I'm in, I told everyone, hey, you know what? And I'm proud of it. You know what? I did my CEH. So they said, hey, you know what? Can you give us some knowledge, some experience? Tell us about it. Even amongst friends, I tell them how to keep the computer secure, how to keep the phone secure, type of thing, how the kids should be secure on social media, type of thing. So I've started more outside of my work. I've started informally at my work. I'm just looking forward to, and just because of the pandemic, things have been remote these days. But shortly we'll be starting to go back physically, and that's where I see, having more of the classroom type training at work over there. And like I said, I'm looking forward to it. So that's something interesting now coming up for me. CEH as a whole is interesting. But like I said, it starts off with the different hacking phases. Uh, Prior to looking at the CH, I could never think that there would be different phases, and then how attacks happen. But the thing that caught me most, caught my attention most, is the IoT part of it. I got a bunch of IoT devices at home, smart devices, my switches, my deadbolt lock on my door, my garage door. You name it, I've got it over here. Being in IT, why not? And the first thing I started doing is just to ensure everything is really secure at home. And then I started sharing that with my friends. And he says, no, I've got it all secure. I mean, my friends go, it's all secure. I'm saying, okay, you know what? Let's test it out. Sure enough, it could be easily broken into. So the IoT part of it really caught my attention over there. And interestingly, I certainly do. The individuals that I interacted with when I first got interested, they spent a lot of time with me on the phone, trying to give me a background, giving me various options, basically telling me the advantages, what's my career going to look like going forward. I spoke to multiple individuals at that time. So that was really good. I really thank those individuals. I have sent them individual messages also. But since you're asking me, I would like to thank them over here, because that got me interested over there. I remember I spoke with them 1 year, and then 6 months was a lull, absolutely. I got busy at work, so you know what, couldn't look into it. And then they got back to me and they said, hey, you know what, it's been 6 months. Have you made a decision? Do you want to make a decision? And true enough, they never pushed me, but whatever they mentioned about CEH, EC Council in general, the various types of certifications they have, I got interested. And as something that I may add over here, after my CH, I started looking into CHFI, the Forensic Investigator program that you have, and I'm actually studying for that right now. So, in a few months, I should have that cleared. And I looked at the various certifications. It's excellent. Would I want to do all? Yes. Can I do all? Probably not. But I'll do the main ones right now. So that's next on my list over here. But thank you, EC Council, for all your effort and all your support that you have given me in getting me to where I am today.